Hello YouTube. This is a video that I wanted to do just to kind of give back to the YouTube community. The YouTube community has given me so much, and the things that I look for gives me a lot of information, and I just want to kind of return the favor a little bit. This is going to be kind of a quick and short video. I just want to talk about some ammunition that I picked up recently at Cabela's. The ammunition is the Tula, and some of you may have heard this, the Tula ammunition. It's a Russian-made ammunition. It's steel case, it's 155 grains, and I've seen videos of people shooting this ammunition through their ARs and shooting it just fine. So I figured I'd give it a shot, so I only ordered 100 rounds of it just to do a test with it to make sure that I was going to shoot okay in this particular gun. This is the Ruger SR556. Love this gun. It shoots beautifully, very tight groups with it. It's without a doubt the favorite rifle that I have right now. But this ammunition, this particular ammunition here, the Tula steel-cased ammunition, I've had a lot of trouble with it. I've actually only shot it twice, shot 2 rounds of it. Each time I shot the ammunition, it got jammed into the chamber, and I had to use a cleaning rod to remove it. So I probably won't be using this particular ammunition anymore, but I had looked around and heard that some people were having the same problems, and so what they had suggested doing was going in with and making sure that the chamber was clean. They thought that maybe the chamber wasn't clean, so what I did is I used a chamber brush, cleaned out the chamber as good as I possibly could, tried it again, and of course the same thing happens. So I won't be using this particular ammunition. It's very cheap, and that's why I was hoping it was going to work, but it just will not work in this Ruger SR556. Like I've said, I saw some videos where people were shooting it just fine, no problem. So you know, if you have something different than the SR556, it may work perfect for you. In my case, though, unfortunately, it's just not going to work. And I'm not willing to take any more chances with it. I don't want to have to poke the casing out any more than I've had to do already. It just doesn't make me happy to have to stick a cleaning rod down the chamber and use force to remove something out of this $1,500 gun. So this ammunition will not work for me, unfortunately, and I'm going to go back to the ammunition that has worked very well for me, which is this tactical XM193. Of course, it's brass cased. It's a 55 grain bullet, and it just works. I probably put about 400 or 500 rounds through this particular rifle with this ammunition, and it works great. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Let you know if anybody's thinking about getting the Tula ammunition. I've heard that this stuff is also, the makers of this ammunition is probably also the makers of the Wolf ammunition. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe somebody out there can confirm that. But just wanted to let you guys know, if you're an SR556 owner, that you probably don't want to shoot this ammunition, because it just doesn't seem to work, at least in my particular rifle. If it works in yours, let me know. I'll be curious to know that, but for some reason it just does not work in my rifle. Another thing that I want to also mention is I went to a local gun show today, and I picked up this tactical light here. This is a nice looking little light. It's 165 lumens. I don't know much about it. Even the person at the counter that was selling this light really didn't know much about it themselves. It's something they said was done by a company called AIM Sports. That's AIM Sports. And they didn't have any real documentation on it. It didn't come with any real instructions. It did come with a pressure switch, which I haven't tried yet. The light itself does work, and it did come with this nice mount, which works really well on my rail. It's actually a nice looking light. It looks like it's got a Cree LED in it, and it's very bright. It has several different modes. It has the strobe mode. It also has the SOS mode. And it has like 2 or 3 different levels of brightness. So I'm curious to know if anybody's dealt with this or has this light, and if they've had good success with it. I haven't shot the rifle with it on there yet. I just put it on today. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good light. It's I looked up, tried to find some information on it online, and what I found is it looks like it's probably something called P4 flashlight, 160 lumens with strobe features and a pressure switch. And there's really, it says, from what I found, it says that it has a runtime of 2.5 hours. Of course, we all know that that's probably not the truth, but it takes two CR123 batteries. When I was looking at this light, the lady behind the counter could clearly see that I was really struggling on whether to pull the trigger on it or not, so of course she included a couple extra batteries to go along with it, which was nice. I think I paid $70 out the door for it. Like I said, it's a nice looking little light. There's no markings on it really at all, even when you take this piece off and expose just the light itself. There's no markings that I can find on it. It's just a black light, and it looks really good. So I'm hoping that it'll work well. And you know, I mean, as far as I can tell, the beam that it throws is pretty tight and very bright. So if anybody has any information on this light, if they've seen it before, if they have it, let me know if it how you like it. The only thing I can tell you so far is that I like the way the light looks as far as the brightness. I like that it came with a pressure switch. That's nice. I don't know if I'll use it, but I have that option now if I want to use it. So if anybody's come across this light before, let me know what you've heard about it. I'd be very curious to know more information about it. And eventually, once I've taken it out to the range and made sure that it was shock-proof and nothing breaks on it when I fire the rifle, you know, I'll try to give another review on this and let you know what I think of it. And I'll try to find more information on it. You know, it's I really don't have that much on it right now, so hopefully I can find some more information, or maybe somebody out there in YouTube might have some more information on it themselves and can update me with it. So anyway, guys, hope everybody's having some fun out in the ranges, and we'll talk to you again soon.